What's up guys, your boy Joe Slam back with another video. Now in this video we're counting down the best assassin brawlers in Brawl Stars currently right now. Now this list I made sure is top of the top. You know, I got inspiration from Bobby BS and Kairos Time, so the information I'm giving out is valid. So anyways, let's hop straight into it. Make sure to like, share, subscribe, join the Slam army, and if you guys don't agree with this list, let me know what you guys think down below. Let's hop straight into it. Starting off at the bottom of our list, we got Miko coming in at 13th place. Now Miko is a brawler that's even hard enough to play, so honestly him not even being in meta and him having to be like a skilled brawler when you're going up against brawlers who don't like triple counter, it's just very rough to like live out your days as a Miko main. Honestly, he's just not enough, you know, consistent damage. He has a really good super, but at the same time he has one of the worst hypercharges in the whole game. Like his hypercharge, is better off not using his super, because I mean, unless it's in knockout, that's the only time you really don't, that's the only time you actually do get value. Other than that, you're not getting value from nothing from playing the Miko and using his hypercharge with his super combined. It's better off you just use your super, you use your hypercharge as just a main attack boost, stat boost. So it's really rough being a Miko main out here. Let's hop straight into the next brawler. Hopping straight into 12th place, we got Fang. Now Fang is overrated. Now all these Fang fanboys are gonna get mad at me in the comment sections, but let's be 100% clear. Fang has fallen off the face of the planet. Now there's like the people who are meta right now just deal too much damage or could counter him in so much ways. We got Daryl who could just he could roll over him. We got Gale who could push him back. We have, you know, Kenji who's another assassin who's going to be way higher on this list, who could just, you know, if he gets hit by his super, he could regen all of that and just pump out good enough damage just to beat him. You know, Fang, his squad wide potential is really still there, but that's only when he has a favorable matchup. So let's hop straight into the next brawler. Hopping straight into the next brawler, we got Sam. Now Sam is a very versatile brawler and a very underrated brawler, but obviously he's just not that high on the list. We have some very good brawlers that are assassins in this, you know, in Brawl Stars. You know, assassins tend to be the most popular brawlers, and that's why some of the times they're the stronger brawlers. So Sam used to be really good. Now he's on the more underrated side. There's nothing really too shabby about him. He has good healing. You know, if he counters a squishy brawler, he could get to them. But what tends to happen is if a brawler could deal enough damage, they'll just kill him before, like maybe they'll get hit by his super, but he won't be able to pick up his gloves and attack them again. By that time he's already gonna be dead. Like do Sam versus Chester, a meta brawler, and it's just gonna be, it's gonna be sad sight to see. Let's hop straight into the next brawler. Hopping straight into the next brawler, now we have Leon, the OG assassin. Now Leon, there's nothing wrong with the Leon at all. Really, you could play him anywhere. Like he's a very versatile brawler. In ranked, he's very underrated in my opinion. He could be very good. You know, he has a good hypercharge. Used to be one of the best hypercharges in the game. Still is a very solid hypercharge in my opinion. They nerfed the point where you can't cycle it as quickly, but you can still cycle it. If you're a good Leon main, you could do some damage. You know, Leon's not in a bad spot. They're just brawlers who either have like broken abilities about them, or just like there's something broken about them that just puts them on the higher list. Let's hop straight into it. Now we have Lily. Honestly, between Leon and Lily, it could have been interchangeable, but with Lily's gadget, it just allows her, whoever, if she counters and if she counters maybe two brawlers you're going up against, with that gadget, with the +1 gadget gear, like it's just gonna be hell. Like it could cheat that 4 times. By that time she could just put in so much pain. She could like be a threat to like throwers, be a threat to any squishy brawlers. She could just, you know, charge up her super. She doesn't really have to attack you, so it's just really annoying, you know, playing against a Lily when she has a favorable matchup, and it's just gonna be rough. I heard they're gonna rework her gadget though, because they said she's on the weaker side of things, and people were like, Lily's on the weaker side of things. That doesn't really make sense. Lily's like one of the best brawlers. Like when she got that rework with her she attacks 2 times, she was literally top 2 brawler in the game. Now, you know, we got some new brawlers, we got some balance changes. She's lower down on the list, but she's still a very solid brawler. Straight into the next brawl, we have Edgar. Now Edgar, his play rate is the highest, but you know, he's still not like the best assassin, but he gets the job done. You know, when he jumps on you, it's pretty much a confirmed death, but also he's probably gonna die himself. But if you're a skilled Edgar, hear me out, you could actually deal some damage. He has a really good hypercharge. When he jumps with his hypercharge, he could usually jump again. He usually cycles his super very quickly, and that allows him to make, you know, good plays. You know, you just want to play him with a favorable matchup. You know, that's where you want to play all your brawlers. If you're gonna play him in ranked, you gotta have at least a thrower and a squishy brawler that you're going up against, and you're gonna put in some work on the Edgar. I'm not gonna lie, you know, the Edgar hate is a lot because we have bad randoms who over abuse him, but other than that, I feel like Edgar's actually pretty solid. Next up, we got Cord. Now, we got a really good tank stopper in Cordelius. Now, the only thing is we have, you know, his competitors just, they're on a higher ceiling than him. You know, Gale is another really good tank counter who's just a better, you know, higher brawler than him. And then we got a buff to like Darrow, who like he usually could counter, but now he has another role, so that kind of like takes away like the use of the Cord in some ways. When in the Gale, he could use his tornado, he uses pushback, he uses his main attack, so he just has like more to his kit. That's why he's the higher tank stopper in like the meta right now. And then we have Chester, who could just deal out so much more damage than the Cordelius. Cordelius is still really good hypercharge. You know, it's a confirmed kill once you go in his domain expansion. Do not go in that boy's domain expansion. I'm not gonna tell you guys again. Let's hop straight into the next brawler. Hopping straight into the next brawler, we have Buzz. Now Buzz, you know, very good kit in my opinion, very good hypercharge in my opinion. He goes Spider-Man. Now listen, his gear, his gadgets very good. You know, he could enable, like if he's in a bushy, you know, map, he could see you, he could help his teammates out. He has a very good super where it's a confirmed kill, very good hypercharge, where if you're a good Buzz, like you could really go Spider-Man all the way up the map with the ball, like if you're playing in Brawl, but and score some nice goals. You know, he could, you know, triple, double, stun people. You know, he's a very good brawler. Buzz is very underrated in the rank scene. I don't see him too much in rank, but that's because there's a lot of good counters to like assassin type tanks, assassin type brawlers who like just have too much, a little bit high HP, or just a little bit like too much like ability where it's just they could get on top of you. The Chester and the Gale, I'm just gonna keep bringing them up, could just really shut down these assassins. Let's hop straight into the next brawler. Hopping straight into the next brawler. Now we have Crow. Now Crow, listen, like you can't play him every and anywhere, but he found his meta in like highs. He's found his meta in like certain gem grab maps. He's found his meta in certain, like, I wouldn't say brawl ball, but like maybe in like, you know, like he's a very good brawler when you know, when you find his niche to play in. His hypercharge does so much damage to the high save, so he's always looking out. He's very hard to hit when a very good Crow is playing him, and plus he's very small, one of the smallest hitboxes in the game, so he can just pump out a lot of damage on the high save, which makes him a threat, I'm not gonna lie. And then he's just very annoying with his, obviously his poison ticking. He could slow you down, you know. He's a very toxic brawler. Thank goodness he's not that high in the meta, but he's still very, very good. Next up, we got Melody. Now, Melody, you know, she's very underrated in my opinion. When she first came out, I thought she was going to be a brawler that was just going to be at the top of the meta for like the whole of Brawl Stars eternity. That's how much of a great brawler she is. Now, she's obviously one of the best brawlers in Heist. Obviously, could be found like playing in like maybe in like a hot zone or gem grab. Yeah, gem grab, I would say. Like she could find her niche in there. But then again, I think Heist is really where she dominates the most. Her notes just spinning around. She's a very good underrated pick. You could like honestly pick her on bounty in certain matchups to like go pop off if you have like a Byron with you healing you up. Like there's a lot of scenarios where Melody could just show her diversity and the variety of where you could play her and how you could play her. With that being said, let's hop straight into the top 3 brawlers that are assassins. Hopping straight into number 3. Now we have Stu with his recent health buff, I believe. Like his Gasol, he also got that buff, and it's pushed him a lot better. Now he's very underrated in my opinion. I don't see him too much in ranked, I will say, but he's very, very good where you could literally like play this brawler everywhere. People forget that Stu used to be like him, and he still is him. You know, I think he's just lacking a hypercharge. Hopefully he has a decent hypercharge, because I don't know how they're gonna do it, because since he cycles his super so much. But you know, his gadgets, you know, the speed one, the break walls, he could counter, you know, he could counter throwers with the breaking walls when he could help speed up his teammates if he has some slower tanks on his team. You know, he's very good in keeping his control, you know, cycling, staying back, being aggressive with just his super. And it's a very skilled brawler, so a lot of people will be like, oh, what, Stu is a little bit too high. But then people will be like, Stu is a little bit too low. Just how you play him. Let's hop straight into the top 2 brawlers. I know you guys know who these ones are. We have Mortis. Now this is the Mortis mains, like this is like their dream. Like when they go to, like, Mortis used to be that brawler who was so trash but so fun to play for so much people. I hated playing him. Now, hey, Mortis cooks. I'm not gonna lie, his squad wipe potential is just insane. Like you can literally go in 3 times, die, but just you charge up your super, and that one super with the hypercharge could change the whole game, bro. Change the whole game, Slam Army. He could literally squad wipe. The squad wipe potential with him is just a little bit too much for my liking, but like, at the same time, Mortis was like, and is still hard counted by a lot of people, so it does take skill playing the Mortis, I'm not gonna lie, but his hypercharge pushes the boundaries a bit. Like anyone could, like, it's kind of like Fang hypercharge when it first came out. Anyone could pick it up and just go squad wipe and then say I'm the best Fang, and now I'm the best Mortis in the game, when in reality it is the hypercharge that carries him, that puts him to the top of the meta. But I like that Mortis is in like a very good spot in the meta, and I also like that he's not like the highest, but he's still not like the lowest, and he's just really good. I like it. And you guys know who number 1 is, no introduction. We have Kenji. I recently pushed this brawler to rank 30, and I was looking for the rank 35, but the win trader slapped my behind and was like, no, that's how far you get. We're not pushing the rank 35, it seems like, but we never know. But Kenji, that gadget is broken. His super is really strong. He can cycle. He passively heals. His kit is too strong, bro. And when everyone gets his hands on him, it's gonna be Kenji apocalypse. It's gonna be very rough to deal with this brawler. Now it's gonna be every person's favorite main until he gets nerfed. Then he's gonna really just require skill, because already he requires skill, but his gadgets and his kit just allows him to like push the boundaries, so anyone can really pick him up and dominate. So once I feel like they nerf him a bit, it's gonna be like people are gonna still play him because he's that much of a fun brawler to play. But on the other side, like, it's gonna take a lot more skill once he's more balanced and once he's more toned down. But he's still gonna be one of my favorite brawlers to play, top 5 brawler to play at the moment right now. He totally just cooks. It's just literally fun cycling. Like, he could go up against anyone and win. Like any tank, any person, he could go up against them. Like maybe the Shelly shuts him down, Bull shuts him down, like the high damage dealers that, like, if you get close you get that pump of damage. But other than that, he could go toe to toe with anybody because of his gadget, and then he can just use his super, cycle, use his super again, and his ammo is restored, and he's just it's just insane. But enough of my rant. These are the top assassins in the game, top 13 from worst to best. You know, if you guys like the video, make sure like, share, subscribe. Road to 10K. We're doing well, Slam Army. That's it for the video.